Well, welcome back to Brent's Anime News Corner for the week ending March 19th, 2011. A lot of news surrounding the Japanese earthquake and tsunami disaster, of course. Starting with a bunch of anime delays on TV. Most anime has basically been pushed back about a week. Of course, there may be further delays, but at the very least, things are being pushed back by about a week. Most of that due to actual news reports and so forth that just preempted that anime. So no worries, everything will continue. We just have to get the news out. That is far more important than getting the anime out, making sure folks know what's going on. Meanwhile, several anime that contain disaster scenes and disaster footage are going to be altered temporarily in coming weeks, just out of respect. There's a tsunami scene in the Precure All-Stars DX3 movie. They're going to change that around. There's a tsunami scene in the 10th episode of Onichan no Koto, which they're going to just temporarily replace that footage with something else. And they've been rerunning Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 on television. Yeah, that's going to be replaced with episodes of Lupin the Third and Kiteretsu Daihyaka. Again, it may come back, but it's a bit too sensitive for right now. Also, there will be no promotions of the Root Double game for a while, since the basic premise of that is a nuclear meltdown. So folks are pulling back for a little while on some of those more sensitive topics. Meanwhile, both Tokyo Anime Fair and its rival Anime Contents Expo have been canceled. They were both coming up pretty darn soon, and they said basically, in terms of power outages as well as just the safety of people and being able to get the people there and out and transportation and so forth, it just wasn't going to work out. So looks like definitely both of those events have been canceled. No word yet on when they will return. Meanwhile, we do have an anime-related passing as a result of the disaster. Hiroshi Kakoi, who is a producer on Macross 2 and worked on the original Macross anime series and has been working on a variety of other stuff. He produced Moldiver and has been working at AIC for a long time in Artland. Passed away during the disaster. And in response to all this going on, both Gackt and T.M Revolution have announced charity projects. Gackt has launched a Show Your Heart charity, which has already received a lot of attention amongst his fellow musicians. And T.M Revolution has said his next concert will be a charity concert. It'll be a free concert, and there'll be opportunities for folks to donate while they're at the concert. So, good news there. Moving, at least in terms of getting folks to donate and help for that. If you're looking to donate, go to Google and search for Google Japan Disaster, and you'll find Google's page, which links to several donation charities that have been vetted by Google and so forth that you can give for the disaster. Moving on to some manga news, dozens of manga artists have decided to collaborate on a charity doujinshi for earthquake relief. So they'll all be donating art for that, and like I said, there are dozens of different people who will be donating art to this, and all proceeds will go to help disaster relief victims, so very good for them. Moving over to this side of the Pacific, Kodansha USA has announced they're going to be publishing both Sailor Moon and Codename Sailor V in English starting in September. So some classic titles. For those who don't know, Codename Sailor V is basically a prequel to Sailor Moon. It was the original work, and then Sailor Moon was kind of a spin-off, if you will, of Sailor V. Sailor Venus. So those will get published starting in September, and they'll be published in a total of 12 volumes, down from the previous 18. They're going to condense them and make larger volumes. And there will also be 2 volumes of short stories published. And Codename Sailor V actually has never been published officially in America yet, so we'll finally get that. In some rather interesting digital publishing news, Viz has announced that the next volume of Bakuman will be released on the iPad 1 week before the print release. So if you have an iPad, you want to check out Bakuman, you'll be able to get it a little bit earlier than everyone else, which is pretty cool. Finally, back in Japan, Masami Tsuda has announced that she is going to draw and publish a one-shot return to His and Her Circumstances, aka Karikano. She's going to be a little one-shot story with the His and Her characters returning to them for a little while. No other news on what's going to be in there, but nice seeing a very popular title getting a little bit more love from the author soon. So that's all the news for this week, and thank you very much for watching.